Go on then, next.
Tough time you had to duff. I'm glad you give him a bad draw.
Alright guys, right, so you join me in session. Today I'm doing something a bit different. I'm on a Castaway social. We're fishing for some sturgeon actually. Hopefully I can manage to catch one. I'll show you a nice sturgeon, but we'll see how we go. There is a lot of carp that's milling about on the surface. It's a little bit warm for the sturgeon. You cheeky monkey. Got my son with me, Corey, so I'm well buzzing, loving life. So yeah, it's quite a small place this, it's only 2.5 acres, but there is some good quality fish in here. The sturgeon, I mean, they go up to £100 in here, so one of them would be nice. I have had a 70 out of here before, a few 50s and quite a lot of 30s. Rig wise, just basically really simple. I've got it's barbless only here, and you have to use fluorocarbon leaders, basically like your quarter safe zones. They've got to be 1 metre long. I'm just using a coated braid. I'm actually using the Nash Combi Link. I'm stripping a bit off. Barbless hooks. I've got a barbless size 4 curved shank on. And just fishing big cubes of luncheon meat. Although I do think I'm gonna put a pop-up on at some point and chuck it over to the island, because I do think there's got much more chance of having a carp today than a sturgeon. But we'll see how we go. Hopefully tonight it might bring a big sturgeon. We'll see. Well, it's not been easy. In fact, it's been really frustrating. Yesterday when I got here, I lost a carp almost straight away to a snag. And then shortly after that, I lost a sturgeon just at the rod tip, just hook pulled. It looked a good 30 as well. So really I've been bit down in the dumps, not really vlogged much. But there's been a lot of carp in the area. The sturgeon don't seem to be down here. So I just switched over to a pink pop-up and picked this little fella up. He's not going to win any prizes, but put a bend in the rod. £13.4. Let's slip him back. Not really.
But how do they have teeth?
They've got some teeth at the back of the gills. That's how they eat the food.
But can fish bite your finger off? Can they?
No. Well, it's another carp. This time it's a common. Slightly bigger, but not by much. £14.7. What do you think to that, Corey? There we go, look. Pasty bashing. We love it. This one actually took a piece of luncheon meat. Let's slip him back. Well, that's a bit better. £25 for that's just gone. Again, on a pink. Oh, I hope that's not gone on the lens. It's a bit lively, it's been sat in the net for a minute. My mate Paul's just had a nice sturgeon. Corey, just watch out a minute, so I'll put some water on it. This is a right fatty.
This is our third fish, isn't it?
He's not happy. Oh my god, look. That's a bit better, isn't it? Do you think to that, Corey?
Good.
Oh. Oh. I'm going to slip him back. I'm not going to keep him out of the water. He's too feisty. Buzz in. So as you can see, with moose swims, I've come to the other side of the lake. The corner that I was in on the other side, there's a lot of carp down there, but I didn't really get any signs that the sturgeon was down there. Normally you pick up quite a few liners when they're in the area, so I've come round here. I've not really had much indication, I'll be honest. Definitely one passed under the rod tips this morning, early hours this morning, because I've seen its tail just catch the line. There's a lot of fish out around the island area under them trees there. If I had a bait boat with me, I'm sure that'd be a good tactic, driving the boat right under the trees. but I've got one rod out. I've actually just mashed some meat up and put it in some bait guard, and I'm fishing that tight to the trees on the far margin there. And the other one I'm just persevering down the reed line here. So we'll see how we go. On my last morning, packing up around about 12 o'clock, so we've still got some time. We still might be able to winkle one of them big sturgeons out yet. So in the meantime, you may as well have a little look at the rods. It's a lovely morning. It's not been too cold this morning. It was a lot colder, not last night but the night before. On the first night it was much colder. Really is a cracking lake, this. He's not long stocked a few more carp in it as well. He's stocked 4 30-pound carp in it. And like I said, the sturgeon go up to £100, the catfish go up to about £50. You just never know when that bite alarm sounds what's going to be on the end. Mark Faulkner, he had a cracking session. He managed a PB at £70 1 ounce. Here's the picture of that. Paul Hopper as well, he's also managed a PB. £46, I can't remember the ounces for that one. But here's a picture of that. There's been a few other fish out as well, a couple of 30s, a 20, a 19, and a few carp to do. Well, that's all we've got time for, but it's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed myself. The sturgeon didn't really play ball, but at least a few of the other lads have had some. We've had 3 carp though, haven't we, Corey? You enjoyed it? He's caught a few tadpoles as well. He's been fishing about in the edge. Barely seen him. I love it when he comes though. There's nothing better. It's really made my weekend. Anyway, until next time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you on the bank sometime.